Published 1733 EDT, the 18th of September 2017. Updated 2037 EDT, the 18th of September 2017. The Carabao Cup third round may not see many fans' imagination run wild, but for those on the fringes of Premier League sides, it is an opportunity to impress. Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal and Tottenham are all expected to call on younger players with lower league opposition visiting the Premier League heavyweights on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Here, Sportsmail takes a look at 10 young talents who may be involved in this week's matches. Manchester City youngster Phil Foden could play against West Brom on Wednesday. Ben Woodburn Liverpool vs Leicester CityWhen Liverpool lined up against Leeds United in a League Cup quarterfinal match last season. Few would have expected Woodburn to steal the headlines by becoming the club's youngest ever goalscorer. The 17-year-old Welsh winger volleyed home in front of the Kop End to seal a 20 win, and with form on his side after exemplary displays for Wales recently, expect Jurgen Klopp to utilise him when they travel to Leicester City. Ben Woodburn grabbed the headlines in the same competition last season against Leeds. Ainsley Maitland-Niles Arsenal vs Doncaster. The versatile Maitland-Niles, who can play on the wing or in midfield and has the strength to match, is edging closer to a regular role in the first-team squad. With 90 minutes against Cologne in the Europa League last Thursday, it is expected the 20-year-old will be deployed down the left again when a struggling Doncaster Rovers side visit the Emirates. Ainsley Maitland-Niles will be hoping for another 90 minutes when Arsenal play Doncaster. Charlie Musonda Chelsea vs Nottingham Forest. Following a loan spell at Real Betis, there is a real hope in West London that Musonda can make his mark when given the chance by Antonio Conte. That chance looks set to be on Wednesday against Nottingham Forest after Chelsea legend John Terry appeared to give away the 20-year-old's impending start on Instagram. There is real hope at Chelsea. The 20-year-old Charlie Musonda can make his mark. Angel Gomez Manchester United vs Burton. Many in the red half of Manchester view 17-year-old Gomez as one of the brightest talents in United's youth setup. Jose Mourinho has a wealth of riches to choose from ahead of Burton Albion's visit, but if Gomez is going to add to his 2 minutes of first-team action, it would surely be at Old Trafford on Wednesday night. Many in the red half of Manchester view Angel Gomez as one of the brightest talents at club. Kiernan Davis Aston Villa vs Middlesbrough. Having scored his first professional goal in the 30 win over Barnsley at the weekend, there is real optimism in the Midlands that Villa have a serious talent in the shape of Davis. Age 19, the striker is already bullying championship defences, and despite a whirlwind month since his first start against Norwich City, it would be tough for manager Steve Bruce to leave him out when they host Middlesbrough. There is real optimism in the Midlands that Aston Villa have a serious talent in Kiernan Davis. Phil Foden Manchester City vs West Brom. Manchester City's decision to keep Foden, rather than send him away on loan this summer, demonstrates that he is in Guardiola's plans. Having demolished a happy Watford at the weekend, the Catalan coach is set to ring the changes, and the 17-year-old midfielder will be eyeing a start at the Hawthorns. Seen as the long-term successor to David Silva, Stockport-born Foden looked unfazed when deployed in pre-season, and don't bet against another impressive display should be included against West Brom. Youngster Phil Foden looked unfazed when deployed in pre-season for Manchester City. Tashan Oakley-Booth Tottenham vs Barnsley. The fact that Oakley-Booth is only 17 years of age and has already been called up to Tottenham's under-23s squad shows just how much faith the club have in him. The central midfielder was an instrumental player in Tottenham's under-18s run to the FA Youth Cup semi-finals and became the first player born in the 21st century to play for the club on the pre-season tour of the United States, with Tottenham's games coming thick and fast already with the Premier League and Champions League on the minds. Mauricio Pochettino is likely to rotate his squad against Barnsley, and Oakley Booth could get some game time. Oakley Booth became the first player born in the 21st century to play for Tottenham. John Joe Kenny. Everton vs Sunderland. The 20-year-old captained Everton's under-23s side all the way to the Premier League 2 title last season and impressed hugely as England won the under-20s World Cup in the summer. Kenny has already played twice for the Toffees in the Premier League during his short career, and with Ronald Koeman's side looking tired following the domestic and European exertions, the right back could be deployed against Sunderland on Wednesday night. John Joe Kenny captained Everton's under-23s to the Premier League 2 title last season, but Brereton. Nottingham Forest vs Chelsea. Brereton played a leading role in England's under-19s European Championships triumph in the summer, scoring 3 times for his country. A host of Premier League clubs had previously shown interest in the tall 18-year-old forward, including the likes of Arsenal, Manchester United and Everton. But the Forest talent signed a new 4-year deal at the City Ground in the summer after impressing last season, in which he played 18 times since making his debut against Leeds in January. Ben Brereton has previously attracted interest from a host of Premier League outfits. J. Roy Grant. Leeds vs Burnley. After signing from NEC Nijmegen on a 4-year deal in the summer, Grant has only made 3 substitute appearances for Leeds this season, but the 19-year-old will be hoping for match time when they face Burnley at Turf Moor on Tuesday. Grant, who has all the assets needed to be a top striker, was labelled as one of Holland's brightest young talents last season after scoring 5 goals in his first campaign at senior level. The Dutchman, who can be used either as a striker or a winger, has the pace, power and dribbling ability to cause defenders plenty of problems, as well as being good in the air. Young Leeds striker J. Roy Grant has all the assets to cause defenders plenty of problems.